Welcome back everyone. Hang on to your hats, you're going to enjoy this. We will start with a little history of the Mustang, my favourite American muscle car of all time. Then we will move on to the rather awesome Tamiya full remote control, huge 1 to 10 scale Ford Mustang GT4 build. And finally, some footage of her crashing. I mean, running up and down the road outside my house. Most of you won't have been around in 1964, the year that spawned the most iconic American muscle car ever to grace planet Earth. It made an immediate impact and was, for many years, one of the Ford Motor Company's best-selling vehicles. No car in history has captured the spirit of America as much as the Mustang. I will go where I want, as fast as I want, because I'm freedom, baby. By 1967, John Lennon of the Beatles was driving a Mini, Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones was driving an Aston Martin, and Jim Morrison of the Doors was driving, yes, you guessed it, a Shelby Mustang GT500. Come on baby, light my fire. The original 1962 Mustang concept car was a thing of beauty from any angle. Originally designed by David Ash under the direction of Joseph Oros, they got the go-ahead with very few changes by Henry Ford II himself. And history, they say, was made. Over the years, there have been many versions of the Mustang. Not all of them were as beautiful as the original. One definitely springs to mind, the 1980 Ford Mustang Coupe, a face only a mother could love. Let me know in the comments if you agree. Which is your favourite version of the Mustang, other than the 1964 original? Or, indeed, what is your favourite American muscle car? Certainly for me, the Mustang GT4, and it's only my humble opinion, is the best looking Mustang since the original. Okay, the bit you've all been waiting for, and for all the RC car fanatics watching, this will be butt-clenchingly agonising for you at how completely inept I am at driving. Regulars to my channel will know that my passion is for Tamiya 1 to 16 scale full option tanks. They move a heck of a lot slower than this beast of a GT4. We start by giving you a look at the chassis and what you get with the kit as standard. I'm also going to show you the aftermarket parts I've added as recommended and kindly donated by Lord Peter Webster. Shout out Lord Peter. I'm not intending to teach anyone to suck eggs on this build, as it's my first ever RC car. All the RC car pros watching, I welcome your comments and advice. Here we go then. We start with the TT02 chassis from Tamiya. It's fairly ubiquitous. The only difference between this 30th anniversary edition and standard is the addition of a torque-tuned motor. Everything you see here you get with the kit, apart from the steering servo, the servo saver, radio receiver and batteries. The servo saver is a must-have upgrade on any RC car, as it prevents damaging the servo if you hit a wall or an obstacle. It's basically a spring-loaded arm, so instead of shredding the gears inside the servo, the spring takes most, if not all, of the force. Other upgraded parts are the drive shaft, which was ABS and has been replaced with a Tamiya alloy shaft. The steering arms supplied with the kit were made from ABS, including the ball joints. Although adequate, they left a lot of slack. So I upgraded to alloy arms with alloy ball joint inserts. Try saying that when you've had a drink. All the nylon bearings in the kit, and there were a lot, were replaced with Tamiya steel ball bearings. Luckily, I had a lot left over from my tanks, as Tamiya, bless them, like to standardise a lot of parts across their catalogue. Powering this beast are two 1000 mAh 7.2 volt lithium polymer, or LiPo to you and me, batteries, set up in parallel, doubling the power but keeping the same voltage. I would have loved to up her to 12 volt for some real oomph, but I don't have the budget for that. Maybe it's when my channel gets bigger. Which is why I'm asking you guys to kindly subscribe to my channel. Subscribing is absolutely free. I don't want your money, I want the channel to be supported by those god-awful adverts we all hate. And if you want to help me with the YouTube algorithm to get the video seen, please leave a comment and a thumbs up. To those that do, thank you, I really do appreciate it. And to those that don't, thanks for watching anyway. And here is just a taste of what I do on my channel. I normally take a model kit and scratch build where possible, working features and effects. Then make a short documentary on its history. Right, back to the chassis. As you can see, the kit comes with all-round coil suspension, albeit very, very slack. This is something I will be upgrading as soon as I have the pennies. Another great thing about this chassis is the full diff four-wheel drive. Okay, let's take a look at the body shell's quirks and features. With this being my first Tamiya big scale RC car, I really wasn't ready for the inside out painting that was required, and I screwed the pooch royally. I began by masking as in the instructions, then airbrushing the interior with Tamiya gunmetal lacquer. To protect this inner coat from scratches and dents when removing or replacing the body shell, I decided to give it a top coat of matte black lacquer, and this is where it all went wrong. I didn't let the gunmetal coat cure before spraying the matte black on. The black melted into and destroyed the gunmetal coat. Lesson learnt for next time. But all was not lost. I just went old school, masked off the outside of the shell, primed and gave her a top coat of satin red. I've always liked a more matte finish as I feel it gives a meaner look. Plus, if I didn't like the satin, I could always give her a gloss clear coat. That's the colour sorted. Now we come to the decals. The standard decals you get with this kit are stickers, and I'm not a fan. If I hadn't gone at this like a bull in a china shop, there are many parts I would have airbrushed or photocopied onto water slide decal paper. With there being so many curves, the stickers will sometimes start peeling at the corners or lift on a curve. I can't actually fault Tamiya for supplying the kit with stickers, as I don't think there's a better solution as far as it being a cure-all for modelers of all skill levels. You don't have to be a pro to get a great result from this kit. Back to the interior, and you may have been wondering what the dangly cables are for. I have scratch built an LED lighting system for the head, tail and under chassis lights. The head and tail lights are 12 volt 3mm LEDs, 4 in each headlight cluster, 3 in each tail light cluster. For the undercar lighting, I've used some leftover 12 volt LED tape. The 12 volt LEDs run happily on 7.2 volts, and it does away with the need for resistors in the circuit to keep the voltage under 12 volts. Another bonus with it having the TT02 chassis is that there are plenty of different body shells to choose from, and here's just a small selection. Let's face it, most of us are never going to have the cash to afford the real thing, including me. But I'm damn sure these kits give just as much joy in the building, modifying and running. That's it for the kit. Stand by for some driving skills Richard Hammond would be proud of.